Welcome to the Bootheel Sports Network, and welcome to Joe Parkinson Gymnasium, host of tonight's junior varsity and varsity action between the Caruthersville Tigers and the Senath-Hornersville Lions. Tigers coming off a huge win last night down in Steele, Missouri at South Pemiscot. The upset of the season for the Tigers, knocking off the Bulldogs 78-68. We'll see what they've got in store tonight. But first up, it is the junior varsity squad. They came away with a big win before the varsity game last night. A lot of action in Steele. It was loud, it was fun, and it was, most importantly, Tiger wins. I'm Jeremy Abrams, joined alongside Mark and Tina Manley with the Bootheel Sports Network. So glad for you to tune in and join us. We've got a couple of good ones right before this game. The Lady Lions knocked off the Lady Tigers. And now as the gym will slowly start filling up, we'll get ready for the junior varsity and, of course, the varsity action. Compared to most days, you'd almost call it a warm day. Outside today as the snow is finally melting away. Don't get too comfortable with the warm. We got another cold front coming through this weekend. So get out and do whatever you need to do in the next couple days. Both teams still gathering, the starters that is. There's a buzzer, and we should get ready for 4 7-minute quarters of junior varsity ball. See the likes of DJ Foster, Taylor out there. I think we're waiting on the officials to, after their break, to get this one going. Because you can't play basketball without the referees. And I believe I see them coming now. So we'll get underway here in just a minute. Again, we thank you for tuning in to the Bootheel Sports Network, getting ready to tip off the junior varsity game. And we go. Referees checking the court. Everything looks good, and we're ready. It'll be Bigham to tip off and wins it for Caruthersville. Off and running as a shot put up by Moten to get the Tigers on the board. 2-0, and here comes the pressure from the Tigers defense. Quick pass, knocked out of bounds, left touched by Foster. So it'll remain Lions basketball. Looks like Orozco will inbounds for the Lions. Pitches it in to Maroquin. He's dribbling, trying to find somebody, and he does. Gets it out to Green. Todd Green with the ball. Can't find a lane, just looking around. Green, he's going to drive, changes his mind, kicks it out to the corner. Here's a three put up by the Lions, too strong. Loose ball, Moten has it for the Tigers. And the ball was dribbled out of bounds by Moten. It'll be Lions basketball. That three attempt was from Mariquin, just a little strong off the rim. So the Tigers still lead 2-0. Ball inbound is to Mariquin. He's at the top. Dumps it off. Here's Green. Green guarded by Moten. Green looking for somebody to pass to. Finds Mariquin. He'll dish it out to the corner, and we're going to have a timeout. Timeout taken on the court, so we'll do the same. We're just into this game. We are just under a minute into the game. We'll have a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same. 2-0 Tigers. You're listening to the Bootheel Sports Network. Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40 with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100 plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles, come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Bootheel Sports Network. Affordable Buildings of right back to the action. The Lions, moving it around. It is Noblin. He'll get rid of it. Driving, putting it up off the back of the rim, no good. The Lions are still scoreless. Here comes Foster for the Tigers. Up and off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Noblin. He'll work it up the court to Orozco. And a travel against the Lions. It'll be Tiger basketball. So still a 2-0 score for the Tigers here early in the first quarter of the junior varsity game. Tigers junior varsity coming in at 4-3 after their win yesterday. Inbounded by Tillman. And then up to Moten. Moten at the top. Gives it off to Foster. Foster will kick it to the corner. No shot there. Good defense by the Lions. It's out to Taylor. Now a three from the Tigers. No good, but rebounded by Moten. He gets the offensive board. He's working on the baseline. He'll kick it out to Rogers. Bigham for three. Got it! And Rogers is on the board. Tigers lead 5-0. Bigham had a big night yesterday in both the JV and varsity contests. Back at it here again today. At home, finally at home for the first time in 2025. Good ball movement by the Lions. Finally a man down low. That's up and good. That's Noblin with his first two of the game, and the Lions are on the board. Moten out to the wing. Pull-up jumper from Foster's no good. Loose ball picked up by the Lions. That'll be Green. He'll bring it all the way up court, then slow it down. Driving to the hoop. He's double teamed. Finally gets it rid to the corner. Now to the top. Here's a three. We are not tied as it was a little short. Rebounded by the Tigers. Here comes Rogers. Bigham pass to the corner. Up for three is Taylor. No good. But a rebound by the Tigers. Put back up and a foul. DeMarion. That gives him 5 in the game, and he'll go to the stripe. 7-2 Tigers with the early lead. And our first foul of the game sends DeMarion to the line. His shot is good. He leads all scorers with 6. Quick passing down the court by the Lions. Noblin kicks it out. This is Maroquin. He gets a pass down low. Shot up and good. That was Burr for 2. So the lead is chopped in half. It's 8-4. Rogers with the ball. Good bounce pass down to Taylor. He puts a shot up, bounces around, and finally drops. And Taylor's on the board with 2. Now bringing it up for the Lions. Orozco. His pass is stolen. Deflected by Bigham. Now going the other way, Foster. He gives it to Moten. Moten shot. Just kind of threw up a prayer. Loose ball. Eventually regained by the Tigers. Taylor for 3. No good. And the Lions have it. Going the other way. Mariquin. Mariquin gets rid of it to the corner. That's Noblin. Now a quick shot and a foul. And it looks like Mariquin will go to the stripe for a shooting foul. He'll shoot 2. First foul against the Tigers. It was a blocking foul. That was against Taylor. Mariquin's first shot, no good. Keeps it 8-4. Yeah, this is the first of 2 basketball games. This is the junior varsity game. Coming up next, the varsity boys. Tip off around 7:30. Second shot is good. And it's a 3-point lead for the Tigers. Mariquin with his first bucket of the night. Moten will slow it down as he brings it up court. Under 3 to go in the first quarter. Tillman had it. Gives it to Moten. Pass down to Foster. His shot's a little too short. A fight for the rebound. Foster has it blocked. somehow gets it back and then has it stolen. The Lions have a fast break the other way. Saving the ball is Patterson. He gets it down and a block shot, and Moten's going to take it, passes it off to Taylor the other way. Taylor lost the handle. He'll kick it out to Moten. Moten driving in the paint, and a foul. As Moten was going up for the shot, he'll go to the stripe. Second foul on the Lions. Moten already has 2 in the game, looking to add on. Jordan sinks his first. And we'll have our first substitution of the game. Hodges will check in for the Tigers. Second shot up and good. Moten hits both of them. So the Tigers now lead 12-5. Working the ball down low, but losing handle on it. Fight for it. We're probably going to see a jump ball. We will. Possession arrow in favor of the Lions. Off to somewhat of a slow pace to this game. Inbounds, thrown away, but regained by the Lions. Looking for 3, but pulling it down. That's Noblin. He'll pass. Now he'll get it in the corner. That's Green actually for 3. No good, but a rebound by the Lions. Up top. Bounce pass down low. Merriquin lost it, gave it off to Patterson. Now they're going to go back up top. That's Green. Green looking for a lane. Fakes the shot, passes it out to a wide open man for 3. No good, off the hands of Patterson, and the ball's out of bounds. Tiger basketball. The Lions just could not find a shot anywhere. Finally found Patterson wide open on the wing, but his shot doesn't drop, and it remains 12-5 with a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. Bringing it up. It's Tillman. Gives it off to Rogers, to Moten. He thought about the 3. Back to Rogers. Rogers is going to drive straight up the lane, and a blocking foul and 1. Rogers with 2 more, and he'll go back to the stripe. And Bigham now has 8 in the game. He can make it 9 with 3 the hard way. Just a minute 10 remaining in the first quarter. Shot up, no good, it's short, and recovered by the Lions. Quick pass down low, but off the feet of Burr. That'll be a turnover in Tiger basketball. A minute 3 remaining. On the inbounds, Tillman will bring it up. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Tigers lead 14-5. They won big yesterday against the Bulldogs of South Penn. Rogers has it from the top. He's double teamed. He gives it off. And the ball is stolen by the Lions, going the other way. This is Green. He's going to take it all the way. Pounces to Burr. Burr puts it up for 2. (14-7). 33 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Tigers lead. Moten with the ball. Tough guard nearly backcourt, but he picks it up and he's looking for the pass. He finds Rogers. Rogers with a quick pass down low. Shot up by Tillman's no good. Moten gets the rebound, puts it up with his left hand. Up and in. Moten has 6. And with 10 seconds, we'll have looks like a pushing foul. That'll go against Tillman. And the Lions will inbounds with 10.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. There it is, inbounds. Goes to the top, now stolen by the Tigers. It's Tillman. Tillman will take it all the way to the hoop. He's fouled. That'll stop the clock with 2.3 seconds. And Tillman's first attempt at a free throw. That's now 5 fouls. First shot no good from Tillman. If he misses it, there's 2 seconds left on the clock for the last shot. Tillman, shot, No good. Rebounded by Senath. Long shot, and it goes wide right. Luckily, the cheerleaders were paying attention, and that'll be the end of one. So after one, it's the Tigers on top of the Senath-Hornersville Lions here in the junior varsity game. Right now at 16-7. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Bootheel Sports Network. After a quarter of basketball here in the junior varsity contest, the Tigers lead 16-7. In the first quarter, Taylor had 2 for the Tigers, Moten had 6, and Rogers Bigham had half the points. He had 8. 3 players for the Lions scored. That was Merriquin with 1, Noblin with 2, and Burr with 4. Tigers ball as we start the second quarter. Pass down to the corner, now back in and stolen by Burr. He'll give it off now on a fast break, going up. Shot's no good. That was Patterson, and the Tigers have the rebound. Coming back the other way, and a travel by the Tigers. That was Moten. Took one too many steps, and a turnover. And a couple substitutions for the Lions. Bringing the ball up quickly now. Here's Patterson. He gives it to Merriquin. Down to Burr, now out to the corner to Green. Green will pass it off. Good ball movement by the Lions. The shot goes up, no good. That was off the hands of Noblin, going the other way for the Tigers. And a charge against the Tigers, so that shot's no good. DJ Foster will be the guilty person on that one. So no shot after the charge against Foster. Merriquin with the ball for the Lions. Down 16-7 at this point here early in the second. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Ball stripped and taken by the Tigers. Rogers has it. He passes to Moten. Moten lost the handle, but he's fouled. That'll be on the floor. It'll be Tiger basketball. So Moten will bring it in for the Tigers. Quick pass into Rogers. Bigham for 3. No good. Rebounded by Foster. He puts it up off the glass. No good, but Rogers again with the rebound. And the Tigers lose the handle. Going the other way, it's Merriquin. He's double teamed, puts up a shot. No good. And loose ball. Burr picked it up. Shoots a 3. It's short. Fight for the rebound. The Tigers have it. Little spin move by Foster as he heads down the court. Puts up a shot. Little floater goes. DJ has his first 2 of the game. And the Tigers widen their lead to 11. Merriquin, quick dish down to Burr. His shot's up, but no good. Rebounded by Tillman. The Lions are having the looks. They just can't get it to drop. Quick pass to Moten for 3. Too strong. Missed it all. But rebounded by Taylor. His shot's no good. Lion basketball. Coming back with it. That's Patterson. He finds Merriquin for 3. You bet. And finally, the Lions get a shot to go. Merriquin now has 4 in the game. 18-10 ball game. And a timeout taken by Caruthersville. So they'll take a timeout on the floor. We'll do the same here on the Bootheel Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the Tigers leading the Lions 18-10.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
And we're back on the Bootheel Sports Network. 4:48 remaining in the first half. And while I have a second, I'll mention it a couple times tonight. One of the legends, one of my heroes. I know that, and I'm sure one of the all-around Bootheel Sports Network legends, a legend in broadcasting and baseball, Bob Uecker, passed away today at the ripe old age of 90. So, Bob Uecker, you will forever be a legend to this man for sure. Caruthersville with the ball, but losing it after the inbounds. Off the hands of Moten, and the Lions are coming. They trail by 8. Here's Merriquin. His pass is deflected and stolen by the Tigers. Coming the other way, it's Tillman. Tillman brings it down. Rogers, quick pass down low to Moten. He had his shot blocked, knocked away, but he gets the rebound, puts it up off the glass, and good. In a blink of an eye. Moten with 2 more. He's got 8 in the game. Merriquin brings it up for the Lions. The Tigers have doubled up the Lions. It's 20-10. Merriquin, Patterson down to the corner. Bounce pass stolen, loose and picked up by Moten. He'll give it to Tillman to bring it up for the Tigers. Under 4 to go in the first half. Rogers is covered. He gets rid of it to Tillman. Back to him. Now Moten has it. Knocked away. Regained. There is no backcourt because it was tipped. Here's a Tillman for 3. Got it! Nothing but the bottom of the net for Tillman. That's his first 3 of the game. Now Merriquin looking to answer. Bounce pass to Burr, but kicked back out to the corner. Bounce pass back to Burr. Tigers steal. Rogers lost the handle, regains. Pass. Well, I think it was intended for Moten, but it doesn't matter. Foster gets the pass, puts it up and in for 2 more, and a timeout on the court. So I think now the Lions want to slow it down. Timeout on the court, timeout on the Bootheel Sports Network. We'll be back right after this with the Tigers leading 23-10. Los Portales and HSAA is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Bootheel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Haytide, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. Welcome back to the Bootheel Sports Network after the timeout. Tigers leading big, a 15-point, 25-10. And that ball tipped up in the air. It was a pass down low and a foul against the Lions. Inbounding it will be Moten. Moten's pass out to Rogers. Rogers kicks it to the corner. Driving baseline, putting up a shot. That was no good from Foster. Put back up. And a foul. I believe that's going to go send Hodges to the line for the Tigers. His shot at his first points of the game. As the Tigers are up by 15. Under 3 minutes to play. First shot up, no good. And Burr will get a quick breather as Chapman checks in for the Lions. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Moten. Nearly had it picked away from him, but he'll go back to the top and set it up. Moten, instead of that, he'll drive, put a shot up off the glass, a little too strong. Rebounded by Hodges. Now Moten gets the rebound. He puts it up and in. So 2 more for Moulton. Pass attempt was tipped up in the air, and it was last touched by the Tigers, so it'll be Lion basketball. Everybody confused on that one, but it was touched by the Tigers. So 2.5 remaining in the first half. Tigers up big. Here in the junior varsity contest, the inbounds was knocked out of bounds. Do the math on that one. So it's still Lions ball. Moulton got a piece of it. Another inbounds pass. Little lofting pass is stolen by the Tigers. Quick pass down to Hodges off the glass, but too short. Ball knocked away. It was off the hands of the Lions Green. So Tiger basketball. 2:21 remaining in the first half. As it looks like the crowd begins to pile in here. Expecting a big one here tonight for Caruthersville versus Senath-Hornersville, the varsity contest. Right now the JV moving the ball around. Hodges looking for his first of the night. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Green. Kick it up to Mariquin. Mariquin finds a man in the corner. Shot for three. Too strong. Off the hands of Noblin. But a rebound by the Lions now stolen by Moulton. He's one-on-one. Moulton off the glass and good. That gives Jordan a dozen for the game. 29-10, Tigers lead. Here's a quick pass to Orozco. He gives it rid of it. Now he gets it back in the corner. Bounce pass down low. And a quick pass in the paint, but shot's up no good. That shot from Green. Tigers go the other way. Rogers puts it on the floor, off the glass, up and good. That's actually Rogers' first two of the second quarter. Quickly driving, but that's going to be a travel. Hop, step, and a jump, and every time they're going to see that one travel on the Lions. 1:20 remaining here in the first half. Tigers will inbounds. Once again, crowd starting to thicken up just a little bit. I see some cheerleaders and some Cub Club cheerleaders as well. Maybe we'll get a performance from them. Here's a long three from Moulton. Too strong, but there's Rogers to clean it up underneath the rim. Two more for Bigham. The Tigers continue to add to their lead. Now pass to the corner is taken down low by Green. Green double team. He's going to have his shot blocked, but they'll call a foul. They're going to call that against Rogers. He and Moulton were there to block the shot, but got a little bit of a wrist. And that'll send Green to the stripe, looking for his first points of the game. Under a minute to play in the first half. Tigers leading by 23. Green with a chance to chip away. First shot, no good. Second shot is short. He gets his own rebound, though, but is picked from behind. Tigers, loose ball on the floor. Finally regained by the Tigers. Rogers, quick pass down to Moulton. Moulton's going to drive off the glass. Good as he slaps the board on his way. Moulton having himself a game. How on the inbounds. The pass is stolen. All the way to the hoop, up and in. That's Tillman. He's got 5 in the quarter. The Tigers now up by 27 points. Inbounds pass and then stolen at midcourt. Tillman has his pass stolen, but he gets it back. Finds Moulton under the glass. Easy as that. That gives 10 to Moulton for the quarter. 16 in the game. Tigers relentless here. 10 seconds to go in the first half. Lions looking to get off one last shot. It is Green driving. Kicks out to the top. Long three from the top is no good, and there's the buzzer. And that'll send us to halftime. So, after 14 minutes of play, it's been all Caruthersville. Actually, only 3 points in that second quarter by the Lions. Caruthersville have the Lions tamed so far. At the half, it is Caruthersville 39, Senath-Hornersville 10. We'll take a quick break here on the Bootheel Sports Network.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
Hey, are you doing the jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
And while we wait at halftime, it looks like we'll have a little performance from our Caruthersville Tigers Cub Club. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8 by 10 to 14 by 40, with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100, plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Bootheel Sports Network. Welcome back to the second half of Tiger basketball. It's the junior varsity game between the Tigers and the Lions. No Bears tonight. And the Tigers lead big, 39-10. As we start the second half, quick movement by the Lions. Down to Burr. Burr kicks it out to the corner. Out to the top, stolen by Moten. Moten going the other way. He had a big first half and starts the second half the same way. Moten had 16 in the first half. He's got 2 here in the third quarter. Pass. As it goes down to Noblin. He's going to get rid of it. Gives it up to Mariquin. Long pass to the corner. Saved. Here's Burr under the glass, up and in. Burr has 6 in the game. That's his first since the first quarter. 41-12. Tillman gives it to Moten. Tigers not in any kind of hurry to run the offense just yet. Quick pass down low, up and in. That's Hodges. His first 2 of the game come here in the third quarter. Tigers up big. And the Lions nearly threw it away, but either way it's stolen by the Tigers. Going all the way, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to be a moving block against the Lions. And that should send, I believe, Hodges to the stripe. Hodges just got his first bucket of the game. Now he's got a chance to add on to his totals with 2 shots from the line. First shot, no good. But it looks like the clock will continue to run as the game has gotten a little bit out of hand already. So the Tigers up by 31 points, and that's what we know in sports as the mercy clock. And I think I speak for all broadcasters out there saying, whoever invented that, thank you. After the second shot was no good from Hodges, ball went out of bounds. It was last touched, I believe, by Senath-Hornersville, so it will be Tigers basketball. Tillman on the inbounds. Gives it to Moten for 3. Not this time, but rebounded by the Tigers. In trouble, looking for a pass, gets it away. Shot up, no good. That was Young, and the Lions come away with it. Here's a 3. Got it! From the key, that was Noblin with his first 3-pointer of the game. Trying to get the Lions back in it. 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Shot put up by Moten, no good. Rebounded by Senath. And another shot put up by Noblin for 3. Doesn't go, but a rebound underneath the rim. Blocked. And the Tigers come away with it. Tillman bringing it up for Caruthersville. He'll stop from the top. Moten as Senath goes for the steal. Pass out to Young. Young had it go off his foot, but it's picked up by Tillman. He'll just pick it up and shoot it and make it for 3. That was a long one. Tillman with the 3. That gives him 7 in the game. And now Senath looking to work the ball inside, but we're going to have a reach over foul. Tried to pass down low. Foul against the Tigers. I believe that'll go against Tillman that just hit the big 3. Oh, that's on Young, his first. Inbounds pass to the corner. Bounce pass down low to Burr. He's been good from there. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up. Shot blocked, but a blocking foul against the Tigers. I think that's going to be on Young, 2 consecutive on number 14. Yep. Burr goes to the stripe and makes his first. Burr now has 7 points in the game for the Lions. Burr's second shot up and good. Hits them both. So the Tigers bring it up. Still leading big, 46-17. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Moten pulls up for three, no good. But the rebound goes in the hands of Tillman. He puts it up, it's no good. And then Hodges is fouled underneath the rim. He'll go back to the stripe. Missed his last two. He's got a chance to make up for it here. As the clock continues to run, we're under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Crowd slowly gathering here for the next game. Hodges' shot's no good. Second shot. It's good. Hodges has 3 in the game now. Quickly down the court, but a little too strong. Lions throw it away, getting a little sloppy there. 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and it's Tiger basketball up by 30. So the turbo clock well into play here at Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. Quick pass to Moten. He's covered up. Step back three. No good for Foster, and we'll have a foul underneath the rim. I think it was a jump ball on the rebound. Possession arrow in favor of the Lions. So Senath brings it back up. A pass goes right off the feet of Foster, or Tillman, excuse me. And an inbound pass from the Lions trying to get it down the court. Burr throws it away, and it's back to Tiger basketball. Under 40 seconds to play now in the third quarter. Tigers bring it up. Again, leading by 30. Pass out to Hodges. He'll get it to the top to Tillman. Tillman back to Hodges. Hodges for three. Not this time. Moten with the rebound had it knocked away. Still fighting for it. Puts it up. It doesn't go. Another tip. Still loose ball. And finally, Lions had it. Lost it. Tigers put it up. It doesn't go. Off the glass. And finally, Moten gets it to go. I don't know how many hands and fingers touched that ball. That just did not want to find the net. Finally, a shot for three from Burr before the buzzer. That shot's not going to go, and that'll take us to the fourth and final quarter. 7 minutes left to play, and I mean 7 minutes probably right on the dot as the Tigers lead big, 49-17. You all are listening to the Bootheel Sports Network.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
And we're back. 7 minutes to go in the junior varsity contest. It's been all Caruthersville this early evening, 49-17. And these 7 minutes should fly by pretty quick with the turbo clock in effect. No sign of Demarion Rogers. He's probably getting ready for the varsity contest as he played in both yesterday. Big numbers in both. Here's a three from Moten. Too short and rebounded by the Lions. Now a struggle for it, but it is eventually brought up by Beard. He's going to pass it, and it goes out of bounds, but it was touched by the Tigers. So it's still Senath ball. On the inbounds. Mariquin passes it to the corner for three. A little too strong. And rebounded by Moten. Moten's going to drive it coast to coast. Puts up a shot. And we're going to have a blocking foul and one. So the right idea there by the Lions, but you can't move your feet if you're going to take the charge. You got to stay put. And every time they've been moving, that's a blocking foul. And Moten will have a shot at the three-point play. And his shot is no good, but an over-the-back rebound. And that'll be a foul against Foster. So the 5 players you see on the court for the Tigers will be the 5 players throughout the final quarter. Here, thinking about the three, now passing it down low to Chapman, back up top. That's Noblin. Noblin, pass to Mariquin. His pass is stolen after a bunch of bumping, but somehow the Lions get it back off the hands of Moten. Here's a wide open three from Patterson, no good. Burr down there with the rebound, looking to put it up top. Noblin for three, no good. But again, a rebound underneath, up and good. That was Chapman. That's his first 2 of the game. Number 14 for the Lions. Puts back the rebound, 51-19. Tigers on top, 5 minutes to play in the final quarter. Tillman, quick pass to Foster, and we're going to have a travel by Foster. Took a little step when he got the pass while holding the ball. You can't do that. Lions basketball. And a whistle first. We'll have a substitution as Orozco is back in for the Lions. That'll give Mariquin a little breather. Burr passes to the corner, back up top to Orozco. To Noblin. Down low to Burr. He nearly loses the handle. And he's going to have to get rid of it. Long pass up top to Noblin. Bounce pass. Now to the corner for three. Good! Put up by Orozco. His first points of the game. It's a three-pointer. And it's 51-22. Tigers moving around. Moten's going to try another three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Orozco. And he'll bring it up for the Lions. And a reach-in foul against Moten. They did actually, good call by Mark. They just called that last shot that looked like a three from the corner from Orozco. They only gave it, made it a two-pointer. So 2 points for Orozco, and it is a 30-point game. 51-21. Orozco with the ball. 3.5 to go in the corner. Quick pass down low, and a charge against the Lions. That's how you do it. As Moten takes the charge. And just over 3 to play. Tigers bringing it up, and it is knocked away but regained by the Tigers. Quick pass out. Here's a three put up. Might have been tipped on the way, no good. Rebounded by Burr. His pass is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Orozco, and that'll be Tigers basketball. Under 3 to go. If you're a Memphis fan, start cheering right now. Memphis is trailing. Sherman, I know you're listening. Memphis needs to get going. Top 25 team. Need to start acting like it. A steal by the Lions. And that's Chapman. He's going to bring it up. His pass was knocked away for a minute. Now driving it down low. Pass to Burr. He's fouled. His shot's good. He'll go to the stripe for 3 points the hard way. Burr's first 2 of the fourth quarter. No help on the bench for the Tigers, so what you see is what you get. Burr's shot is good. He's got 3. That gives him a total of 11 in the game. Tigers with 1:50 remaining in the game before we get ready for the varsity. Moten with another 3. No good, but there's the rebound. That's Young. Ball put off the glass. Now we're going to have a foul down low. It looked like DJ Foster's shot was hacked, and he'll go to the stripe as the time continues to tick down, under 90 seconds to play. Foster's been quiet in this one. He has 4 points, all of those coming into the second quarter. Taking out a couple here from the charity stripe. As time ticks down. First shot up and good. So DJ's got a handful in the game. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by the Lions. Under a minute to go. Tigers still with the defense of the press, and that ball off of the feet of Tillman. Lions looking for the inbounds pass. Finds a man right at the stripe. He's going to get rid of it. Passes it down to Patterson. Patterson gets it off to Burr, up and in. It gives him 5 in the quarter. 30 seconds to go. Tigers will win this one and move on to 5-3 at the junior varsity level. Bounce pass down low to Young and good. Up and in. That's Young's first bucket of the game. 20 seconds to go. Ball being brought up. Now shot for 3. Too strong. It'll go out of bounds. Tigers ball with 10 seconds remaining. Tigers can just run out the clock. And I think they will. They'll go on to a big win here against the Senath-Hornersville Lions. 54-26 as we get ready for the varsity game. So that is a winner for the Tigers JV. Back-to-back get days. Back-to-back big wins. First against the Bulldogs, now against the Lions. So 54-26 is your final here from Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. We'll take a quick break here and we'll get all ready for the varsity game. It should be a good one, folks. Tigers are white hot as they take on the Senath-Hornersville Lions. Coming up next on the Bootheel Sports Network.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East Elm in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Los Portales in Hayti is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Bootheel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Hayti, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
Hey, are you doing the jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
So nice. Round of applause for Jermonte Alexander, as you can see. Thank you, Tina. 1,000 points. Jermonte hit that mark, that legendary mark, if you will, on the 26th of December in the game down in the Manila tournament. So congratulations, Jermonte. Just one more accomplishment for you. So here we go, folks. It's time for the introductions of the Lions and your Caruthersville Tigers. So, starters for Senath, Johnson, Sawyer, Castillo, White, and Goff. And for your Tigers, we got one we got to welcome back. Mr. 1000 himself, Jermonte Alexander. He's got more than that now. Colby Sargent, the big man. Bigham, Demarion Rogers will be starting as he took a break in that second half. Welcome back to number 3. Somebody's feeling a little bit better. It's Sammy Bryant. And you can't have the starting 5 without the sharpshooter himself, Quan McVeigh. So the starters have been announced. It'll be 12 versus 12. Bigham up against White for the tip. Nope, looks like Sargent is going to take his normal spot in. He'll go in for the tip against White. And we're about to get underway. It's the 9-3 Lions, the 7-7 Tigers coming off of a massive win in South Mendocino last night. And we are underway. Here's the tip. It is won by the Lions, pulled down by Sawyer. And the Lions will start. Goff brings it out, looking to set up. Hands it off to Sawyer. Quick pass. Gives it back to Sawyer now. Sawyer under the rim. Shot up and good. 2-0 Lions. And Jermonte, once again, recognized for hitting 1,000 points back in December before the game. Congratulations, Alexander. He passes it to Bigham. Goes out to Sammy. Sammy. Tigers move the ball well. Driving. McVeigh can't get it to go. Rebounded by Senath. Goff will bring it up for the Lions. Quick handoff over to Castillo. Out to Sawyer. Back to the top. Bounce pass goes and is picked up by Goff. Now for 3. Doesn't go for Castillo, but a rebound by the Lions. Sawyer has it. Gives it back to the corner to Johnson for 3. In and out, but a rebound underneath the hoop. Up and in, good. That was White, his first 2 points. Senath off to a 4-point lead. Bryant with the ball. Sammy driving, and no shot. Foul on the court. And we'll have our first foul against the Lions. First foul of the game. Just over a minute in. Lions lead 4-0. Quickly to Rogers on the inbounds. He gives it out to Sammy. Down low, stolen. Lions, now they have it knocked away. Fight for it. Recovered by Sawyer. He gives it to Johnson. Back to Sawyer. Out to Goff. Goff guarded by Jermonte. Goff's looking down low. He's got a man coming after a screen. Bounce pass. Double teamed, but a foul. I think they're going to get Bigham on a foul down low. So the first foul against the Tigers, it is on the court. So each team with 1 foul early on. Something we talked about last night. The Tigers can't get in foul trouble. Inbounds to White. He spins, makes a shot off the glass, and good. Lions on a 6-0 run to start the game. Alexander to bring it up for the Tigers. Quick pass over to Sammy. Sammy for 3. Nope, not yet. A little heat check for Sammy. It was close, but just off the mark. Lions have the ball. Johnson to Sawyer. Up top to Castillo. Pass down to White. White, he's fouled. And the shot, they're going to wave off the shot. Foul was before the shot on the floor. That foul's going to be against Quan McVeigh, his first. The Tigers cannot get into foul trouble. Early bounce, but the bounce pass on the inbounds goes in and out of the hands of White. That'll be a turnover. Tiger basketball. Tigers need that. They have not scored yet. We are early in the first quarter. 5:45 remaining. Alexander slows it down to bring it up. His pass over the middle to Colby. Sargent gives it back to Germonte. Hands it off to McVeigh for three. Too strong. And the Lions have the rebound. Tigers ice cold so far. And the Lions in trouble with the ball. They're going to have to call a timeout before they travel. They'll call a timeout. We'll take our first timeout of the varsity contest. So just into it. It's been just Senath so far. 6-0. A lot of game left. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're listening to the Bootheel Sports Network.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Right back to the action after the 30-second timeout. It is Senath bringing the ball up. It's Goff right now. Senath with a 6-point lead, 6-0, shutting out the Tigers, who scored 78 last night. Pass up top to Sawyer. Sawyer gets rid of it. Good ball movement down to Castillo. Castillo had it tipped away by Sammy Bryant, but he gets it back. Now he's going to drive. Baseline, he trips and falls, but there's going to be a blocking foul instead. That'll be the first foul against Sammy Bryant. Once again, welcome back to the lineup after being under the weather yesterday. Here's a three, put up, no good. That was off the hands of Sawyer, rebounded by the Tigers, but stolen away. And backcourt against the Lions. So the Tigers catch a break there after a stolen ball. And McVeigh now trying to get the Tigers on the board for the first time. Shut out for the first 3 minutes of this game. Here's Bigham. He'll give it down to Sargent, back up top to Quan and Germonte. Alexander looking for, moving it around. That's what the Tigers are doing. Back to Alexander. He's at the wing. He's going to go to the top to Rogers. Back to Germonte. Thought about the shot now. He drives, has his shot. He's fouled on his way to the rim, and Alexander will go to the stripe for two. Alexander coming off a 40-point performance last night in South Penn. First shot for Germonte, and the Tigers are on the board. Who else but Germonte to get the Tigers going? It's 6-1. Second shot, up, and bounces out. Lions have the rebound. Castillo to bring it up for Senath. Trying to drive. Alexander won't let him. Dishes it off. Here's Goff. Goff gets rid of it to White. Quick pass up and in. Good pass to find White. He's got 6 in the game. 8-1. Senath on top. Just halfway through the first quarter. Alexander brings it up for the Tigers. They've only mustered up 1 point so far from the charity stripe. Sargent with the ball. Going, shooting it up high off the glass, too high. But a rebound by the Tigers. Put back up by Rogers, but it doesn't go. Here's Goff for the Lions. They lead by 7. Tigers just can't seem to get anything to drop. No field goals just yet. Goff's in trouble, has it picked. Rogers on the 2-on-1. Rogers goes all the way up. Doesn't go. Sammy's there. Can't get the tip in. Puts it back up, and he's fouled. So Bryant will go to the stripe for the Tigers. Rogers had a fast break after a steal. Couldn't get his layup to go. Sammy tried to tip it back in. That didn't go. And then on his second attempt, he was fouled. So Sammy back in the lineup after missing last night. His first shot's good. Free throws are key for the Tigers. Sammy's second shot. In. So Sammy hits both of them. Back to a 5-point game. Tigers without an actual bucket yet. Bringing it up is Goff. Goff nearly had it stolen, but Castillo comes up with it. Castillo does have it stolen. Alexander, pass to Bryant all by himself, up and in. Welcome back, Sammy. That gives him 4. And we're back to a 3-point basketball game. Johnson with the ball gives it off to Castillo. Now to Sawyer. He's going to shoot it from a mile away. Nearly made it. But the rebound by Goff. Goff shot up and good. Lions very strong underneath the rim so far as they lead 10-5. They got the Tigers doubled up. Sargent with the ball gives it to Sammy. Out to Alexander. Monte so good at finding what he wants. Sammy for 3. No, too strong, but a rebound by the Tigers, put back up and in by Rogers. His first 2 of the varsity contest. Tigers not going anywhere, back to a 3-point game. Driving it, Goff, no good. Tigers have the rebound. Long floating pass to Sammy Bryant. Makes a move, puts a shot up. It's no good, but it's rebounded, put up by McVeigh, and in. Tigers pull within 1, and we got a timeout on the court. Timeout taken by the Lions. We're down to a 1-point game as the Tigers have fired back. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on the Bootheel Sports Network. Los Portales in Hayti is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Bootheel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Hayti, just off of Interstate 55.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture.
And we get right back to the action after the first quarter. We got a 1-point ball game, and here's a steal by Sammy. He's all alone. Sammy gives the Tigers their first lead of the night. Bryant's got 6 early on in the game. A minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. Tigers with a steal. It's Germonte. Quick pass. Rogers fouled, and his shot doesn't go. He wanted it, so did the fans. But he will go to the stripe as he was fouled. Tigers with their first lead of the game, 11-10. Talking about a team that scored 19 in the first quarter last night. So far, mustering up just 11, but there's still a minute 15 to go. Rogers shot, no good. And a quick sub in. Roy steps in. He'll give Castillo a break. Second shot by Bigham. Bounces and finally falls. So it's a 2-point lead for the Tigers. Bringing it up quickly. That's Johnson. He puts it up off the glass. We're tied. Well, that happened in a blink of an eye. Here's Alexander to bring it back up for the Tigers. 12 apiece, 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Alexander to Sargent. Back to Germonte. Long pass and alley-oop layup. Good. Monte so good at finding the open man underneath the rim that time. It was McVeigh. Now driving it is Sawyer. He's going to kick it out top to Johnson. Now a 3 put up by Roy just into the game. No good. Tigers basketball. Going the other way. Quickly, Sammy is fouled. The shot won't go. That was Germonte, excuse me. So Germonte goes back to the stripe. Fast pace. It has really picked up here in the final 2 minutes of this quarter. 30 seconds to go. Tigers lead by 2. Germonte can add on. First shot up. Good. That's the second point of the night for Alexander, both from the free throw line. He's looking for his third. Up. Good. So Tigers have the lead. 4-point lead. Pass is stolen. Sargent has it, and I think he was fouled. And that's going to bring up 2 shots for Sargent. That foul was against Gonzalez, just on the court. Sargent's first is good. So Colby's into the stat sheet with his first point of the night. Tigers up by 5. 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Sargent hits them both. 24 seconds, Lions ball. Here's the defense. And dribbled out of bounds by the Lions because of the defense by Jamonte. He just basically put up a wall. Sawyer had nowhere to go. He dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover for the Tigers. 18 seconds on the clock here in the first. Tigers with a 6-point lead. They trailed by 8. Pass out to Alexander. Under 10 to go. Long pass out to McVeigh for 3. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go saved, but right to Rogers. Bingham puts it up, and that's the buzzer. So Rogers gets the last second layup in there. He's got 5 for the first quarter. We'll go to the second quarter with the Tigers crawled their way all the way back. Now, after trailing by 8, lead by 8. It's 20-12. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Bootheel Sports Network.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Well, after a back and forth first quarter, it was all Senath at one point. They had the Tigers shut out. The Tigers came crawling right back. It took a couple free throws. Then all of a sudden, Tigers found their groove, and the Tigers lead as we enter the second quarter, 20-12. Senath coming in 9-3 on the season. The Tigers 7-7, but very hot of late, winning 4 of their last 5. Inbounds by Sammy Bryant. We're underway in the second quarter. McVeigh to bring it up for the Tigers. Gives it off to Jamonte, to Sammy. Sammy's just going to float one down for McVeigh, but it was taken away by the Lions. Little off the mark there. Coming up is White. Pass down low, but a pushing foul. Going to go against the Tigers, I believe. Sargent will get the call. We'll see. It is the first on Colby Sargent. So it remains Lions ball underneath the rim. Just 20 seconds into the second quarter. All the way out to the corner. That's Castillo. He'll bring it up top. Guarded by Bryant. Castillo still with the ball. He'll finally get rid of it to Goff. Goff driving the baseline. Puts a shot up and drops it. His first 2 of the second quarter. He's got 4 in the game. Back to a 6-point game. Nifty little move there by Goff. Alexander brings it up for the Tigers. McVeigh to the corner to Rogers. Alexander back to the corner to McVeigh. Alexander now to Sargent, down to Sammy. Sammy's going to pull up for 3. No, just a little too short, but he gets his own rebound. Kicks it all the way to the top to Colby. Colby passes down low, passes it wide. It's stolen by White. Here's Johnson. Johnson slows it down, gives it to Sawyer, but he traveled with the ball. One too many steps for Mr. Sawyer, Tigers basketball. Tigers will inbounds. Alexander gives it to McVeigh, back to Alexander. Up top to Sargent, the big man. And back and forth between he and Alexander. Alexander trying to set a screen. McVeigh does. Alexander puts one up and off the glass. A little floater goes for Jamonte. On the inbounds Going all the way, it was Sawyer. He was going to pass it to the corner, down to Johnson. Now in the paint to Goff. Goff gets rid of it. Shot up off the glass. Loose ball. Rebounded by the Tigers. DeMarion has it. Slows it down. Puts it up. We're going to have a charge against Rogers. So the Lions JV having troubles taking the charge. Getting blocks instead. Getting called for the block this time. The varsity squad takes the charge. It goes against Bigham. Inbounds for Senath. Here comes the press by the Tigers. Pass down to Johnson. Johnson pulls it back. A pass down low for Castillo. He gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. Little windmill shot underneath the glass. Castillo's first bucket of the game. The Lions getting right back in it. It's a 6-point game again. Sammy out at the wing. Back up top to Jermonte. He's going to tell Sammy to move. McVeigh for three. Too strong off the glass, but Rogers gets the pass to McVeigh. His shot was blocked. A fight for the rebound. Sargent has it, puts it up. No good. A tip, no good. And now White comes down with it for the Lions. He gets it off to Castillo. Castillo trips with the ball, but they're going to call it against the Tigers. They will call a blocking foul. It looked like Castillo had tripped, but it'll be a foul call, a push against Sammy Bryant. That's his second. I don't have to agree with it. I just got to call it. Inbounds to Castillo. Had his ball knocked away. It's loose and picked up by Johnson. Johnson had it knocked away off the hands of Alexander. South Penn basketball. 6-point game, 5 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Long pass in to Sawyer. Sawyer out to Castillo. Castillo to Johnson. Pass out to White, up to the top. Bounce pass as Sawyer found a lane, puts a shot up and in. This is a 4-point ball game. Lions finding a little bit of a hole in the defense of the Tigers. Not many of them. Bryant for three, no good. Rebounded by Castillo, gives it to Sawyer. Sawyer, shot, no good. Rebounded by Jermonte. He's going the other way, coast to coast, puts it up and in. Alexander has 4 in the quarter. Tigers back up by 6. The defense stops Sawyer in his tracks, and he gets rid of it. Now Goff has it in the corner. Goff driving, pulls up, short jumper, no good. And there's Rogers with the rebound. Long pass up court to Alexander. Alexander driving. He's fouled, blocking foul. And Alexander will go to the stripe. Alexander probably the best on the team at drawing those blocking fouls. As he moves so fast, it's hard to plant your feet. So if you're moving, you're never going to get a charge called against you or against the ball carrier. Alexander's shot is good. Sargent will take a breather as Gavin Moten checks into the game for the Tigers. Alexander's second free throw, good. He's got 9 in the game now as Castillo brings it up, runs into a brick wall that is Jermonte Alexander, and he'll be called for the foul. Trying to deflect the pass, but he'll get called for the foul. And that's his first. 4th team foul. Bringing it up is Castillo. Gives it off and gets it back. Puts up a shot. Off the glass, no good. And the Tigers have it. Rogers comes down with the rebounds and gives it to Jermonte. Under 4 to go in the half. Tigers leading it. It's 26-18. Gives it to Sammy. Sammy down in the corner to Bigham. Back to the corner. Sammy for 3. No good. Bringing it down is Moten just into the game. Gavin's shot's too strong. Pulled down by White. And the Lions have it. Long pass down to Sawyer. Sawyer trying to get through 2 men. Puts up a prayer. Doesn't go. Wow. White hit the ground hard. And a whistle. Good to see everyone's okay as White going up for the rebound hit the ground hard. And that's going to be the 15th foul. That foul goes against Quan McVeigh, so it'll send White to the stripe into the bonus. Just glad to see he's okay because he came down hard. White's first shot is no good. He does have 6 points in the game, all in the first quarter. 3:23 remaining in the first half. Second shot for White. No good as well. Rebounded by the Tigers. Long pass to Sammy Bryant. 1-on-2 for Sammy. Puts it up and in. Sammy's got 8 in the game. That's his first 2 in this quarter. And the Tigers up by 10 now. And a pick, but regained by Castillo as Sammy had it for a second. Castillo's going to drive it all the way up and in. Back to an 8-point game. Alexander finds Sammy in the corner for 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Sawyer. He'll bring it up for the Lions. Guarded by Rogers. Gets through. He's going to put up a shot. No good. Hit the bottom of the glass. And now a 2-on-1 for the Tigers. Pass down to Sammy. Puts it up. Aaron shot, but a rebound. Blocking foul and one for DeMarion. Rogers will go for 3 the hard way as he was fouled. An arcing shot that went in. And he has the shot to give the Tigers their biggest lead of the night at 11. 2:35 remaining in the first half. Rogers with 7 points in the game. Make it 8. And the Tigers have their biggest lead of the night. 11 points against the Lions. Bringing it up is Castillo. Looking for somewhere to get rid of it till he does. He finds Goff down low. Little jumper. Rims in and out. The Tigers get the rebound all the way down to Alexander. He makes a move. Off the glass. Good. And Jermonte's added his total. He's got 10 now. Making 11, excuse me. On the ensuing drive, there's going to be a reach-in foul against Sammy. I think that's his third. It is. So Sammy's going to have to hit the bench probably for the rest of this half. We talked about it yesterday. The Tigers are known for getting into foul trouble early. Yesterday, somehow, 3 players with 4 fouls, none of them ever fouled out. But that does send Sawyer to the stripe for the Lions. His first shot bounces in and out, no good. Sargent back into the game as Sammy takes a breather. Second shot is good from Sawyer. He's got 5 in the contest. So it's 33-21. Tigers on top. Under 2 to go in the first half. Alexander from the top gives it to Colby. Sargent puts it on the floor, now gives it off to McVeigh. Up to the top to Bigham. Back to McVeigh. He's going to pass it down low to Moten. Moten, spin move but lost it. Picked back up for a second. Fight for the ball. It's on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow. Senath. 1:37 remaining in the first half. Tigers up by a dozen. After starting out so slow, as this was an 8-point lead early on for the Lions. They now trail by 12. Castillo to bring it up. 90 seconds remain in the first half. Pass down to White. White had his pass stolen. It's Bigham. Gives it back to Alexander. Jermonte will slow things down with 1:17 to go to Sargent. Sargent puts it back up top. Back to Sargent. He's wanting to go low. He does now to Rogers. Rogers has his shot blocked. Picked up by Alexander. His rebound is no good. Put back up again by Moten. Ball goes out of bounds. And it was last touched by Goff. So it'll be Tiger basketball underneath the rim. Under a minute to play in the first half. Pass into the corner. Nearly lost it. A fight for it. Now it's given to Moten. Moten passes to Sargent. Up top to Alexander. Alexander gives it to Rogers. Down to Colby. Colby's going to drive baseline. Pulls up. His shot's blocked. Got it back, but lost it out of bounds. And the Lions will have the ball with 42.8 remaining in the first half. Lions to bring it up. Castillo gives it to Goff. Goff with the bounce pass to White. He'll bring it back to the top of the arc. Another bounce pass, driving up and in. That was Castillo for 2. Tigers bring it back the other way, but will slow it down. And losing it at midcourt, but regaining it is Moten. Now the ball's loose, still loose. Picked up by the Lions. 12 seconds on the clock. Pass stolen by Rogers. 3-on-1. Tigers bringing it up. A little floater doesn't go. Rogers off the glass, good. Bigham puts it back up. Final second. Last shot not going to be in time. Plus, it hits the middle of the ceiling, basically. The separator at half court. And that brings us to halftime. So, at the half, the Caruthersville Tigers have a 12-point lead. It's 35-23. We'll take a quick break, come back with the scores, and we'll hear from some of our sponsors. You are listening to the Bootheel Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today. Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Welcome back. We are at the halftime between the Senath-Hornersville Lions and the Caruthersville Tigers. Give you a little scoring update, and then we'll let you hear from some of our sponsors. We'll get ready for the second half of basketball. For the Lions, all the scoring so far, Johnson has 2, Sawyer has 5, Castillo has 6, all 6 coming in the second quarter. White has 6, all of his 6 came in the first quarter, and Goff rounds it out with 4 for 23 points. For the Tigers, they've spread it around as well. 5 players with buckets so far. We've got 2 points from Colby Sargent, 8 from Sammy Bryant. Got to watch out for him. He's got 3 fouls already. 10 by Alexander. He's joined alongside Demarion Rogers, Bigham with 10 points. They both lead the Tigers and all scorers with 10. And then rounded out by Quan McVeigh, he's got 4 all in the first quarter. So we are at the halftime. It is 35-23. The Tigers on top, trying to stay hot. We'll hear from a couple more of our sponsors, and then when we get back to the action, it'll be the second half between the 9-3 Senath-Hornersville Lions and the 7-7 Tigers, looking to get over the 500 mark for the first time this season.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Hey, are you doing a jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom lost, call Moss.
Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8 by 10 to 14 by 40, with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100, plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Bootheel Sports Network.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, the Caruthersville tradition.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East Elm in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Los Portales in Hayti is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Bootheel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Hayti, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
Welcome back to Caruthersville Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. the site of tonight's basketball game, varsity basketball game between the Senath-Hornersville Lions and the Caruthersville Tigers. And right now, your Tigers are up by a dozen, 35-23. And I tell you, I'm joined here by Mark Manley and Tina Manley from the Bootheel Sports Network. If you are a fan of one of our podcasts, Shooting Hoops in the Boot, well, tune in Sunday night because I'm pretty sure everybody's top tens have been shattered this week. Bunch of games since the last episode. You've had Haytide with a loss, South Penn with a loss, the Tigers red hot as they are tonight, looking for back-to-back wins tonight, and other action in the area with Campbell, Risco, Pusco, all those teams to talk about. So tune in 7 o'clock Sunday night to Shooting Hoops in the Boot. Here in Caruthersville, we're back to the action. The Tigers have the ball, start of the third quarter, leading 35-23. Here's a shot from Alexander for three-land, bounces in and out. Well, that would have been fun, but the Lions have it going the other way. That's going to go in and out of the hands of Johnson, but it was touched by the Tigers. Lions basketball. We do have other side notes I'll mention as we go along. Mentioned them earlier, worth mentioning again. Here's Sawyer with the ball, a foul. Quickly a foul, and I think, unfortunately, this might be against Sammy. If so, that's his fourth. Nope, they're going to call it on Sargent. We thank the basketball gods for that. Not for the foul, but that it wasn't on Sammy. As his presence has been felt here in his return after missing last night's contest due to illness. So to the stripe goes Sawyer. He's got 5 in the game. And he hits both of them. 10-point basketball game. Tigers bringing it up. McVeigh from the top. He'll have Alexander and Sammy switch spots. Sammy now gives it to Alexander. Back to Sammy. Sammy nearly lost the handle. Gives it to the corner to McVeigh. Down low. Working is Rogers. His shot won't go. Had his own rebound for a second. Now the Lions have it. It's Goff. He's going all the way but has it stripped away. Ball is on the floor out of bounds. Last touched by McVeigh and the Tigers. It'll be Lions basketball. On the inbounds. Bounce pass. Quickly to White. Up and in. And this is back to a single-digit lead for the Tigers. Tigers moving it around, looking to go to work. Bounce pass down low. Rogers, his shot won't go off the top of the glass. Goff with the rebound. Bringing it up for the Lions. They're looking to go on a run. Currently on a 4 run. Here's a 3 by Castillo. Good! And we got ourselves a game. That's going to lead to a timeout. Timeout on the court. We're back to a 5-point ball game after a 3 and a 7-0 run by the Lions. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one just got interesting. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Bootheel Sports Network.
Hey, are you doing a jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
This game was 35-23 at half. It's 35-30 now, a 7-0 run to start the third quarter for the Lions. McVeigh with the ball for the Tigers. They need an answer, need it quick. Cannot let the Senath team back in, which they already have. Here's a long 3-5 from Bryant, no good. Luckily, the Tigers get the rebound. Alexander's got it. He's going to drive, find Bryant again in the corner. This time he passes it off to McVeigh. Driving, puts it up and in off the glass. Quallen's got his first 2 and the Tigers' first 2 of the third quarter. Quick pass down to White. Up the glass and good. He is money underneath the rim. Still a 5-point lead for the Tigers. Alexander. Again, the Tigers led by 12 at half. Pass down low to Rogers, back to Alexander. Thought about it, but he kicks it out to Sammy. McVeigh with a long 3. Got it! Quan's going to heat up now as McVeigh drains it. Quickly down, back low, and Quan on the other side blocks the shot from Castillo. Said, no, sir. Haven't seen stuffing like that since Thanksgiving, folks. Still, the Lions ball bounce pass to Goff underneath the rim. His shot won't go. Rogers had it, lost it. White has it for the Lions. Kicks it out to Castillo. Pulls up a jumper that's short, no good. Alexander has it for the Tigers. Pass down to Sargent, up top. Now back to Sargent in the corner. He shoots a three. No good. Rims out. Nobody down there to block out. 3 Lions come up with it. Castillo gives it off to Johnson. Johnson passes to the corner. Shot blocked. And stolen by the Tigers, going the other way. One man falls down, no foul call. Here's McVeigh, gives it out to Alexander. McVeigh wants it back. Gives it to Sammy. Sammy for a long three, too strong. And Johnson comes up with the rebound for the Lions. Going the other way is Goff. Bounce pass down low. Shot up off the glass and good. That was Sawyer. He's got 4 in the quarter. Lions not going anywhere. 6-point ball game. McVeigh to bring it up for the Tigers. All of a sudden, we've got an action-packed third quarter of basketball. Sargent with the ball at the top. Out to McVeigh. He's going to drive. He's going to dish it off. His pass intended for Rogers goes out of bounds. It'll be Lion basketball. A little miscommunication under the rim by the Tigers. Goff to inbounds. Here comes the pressure from the Tigers. Long bounce pass, nearly out of bounds, saved by Sawyer. Now a fight for the ball. Comes up with it, Castillo. Knocked away by McVeigh, and now Sammy's got a one-on-one. He's against White, puts a shot up. No good, but there's Rogers to put it back up. Bigham to clean it up. His first 2 of the quarter. Tigers back up by 8. Here's a pass. And a shot, little jumper, doesn't go for the Lions. Ball is out of bounds. Last touch by Senath. Tiger basketball. 3:40 remaining in the third quarter. 8-point lead for the Tigers. Alexander to bring it up for the Tigers, looking to go back up by double digits. They had their lead squandered by a run. Here's Sammy for 3. Got it! It took a while, but Sammy found his mark. That 3 is good, and we got a timeout on the court. So Sammy Bryant, the Bull, knocks down the 3, puts the Tigers up by double digits once again in an 11-point lead. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got ourselves one hell of a game going on in Caruthersville. Back in 30 seconds on the Bootheel Sports Network.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
So a big 3 right before we went to break by Sammy the Bull Bryant has the Tigers back up double digits now in an 11-point lead with 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. Lions on the inbounds. It goes to White. Long pass down the court. Johnson will bring it back out, give it to Castillo. So everyone's caught up, back to 5-on-5 basketball. Castillo, bounce pass to Goff. Goff will kick it out to Sawyer. Pass stolen by the Tigers. Long pass. Driving baseline is Sammy. Puts up a shot. No good. Alexander's there for the rebound. Slips with it. Passes it out to Sargent. Out to Sammy for 3. Got it again! And he's heating up. Sammy with 6 points in the quarter, all from 3-point land. 48-34 Tigers. Goff passes it to Sawyer. Down into the corner. Driving the baseline, a pass to White. His shot doesn't go. A scramble for it, but the Tigers come up with it. 2-on-1. Sargent drives. His shot hits the bottom of the rim, but there is McVeigh to clean it up. Quan, he's got 7 in the quarter. So the Tigers as a whole heating up. Bringing it up is Sawyer. He's going to go all the way. Shot up, no good. Knocked out of bounds by the Lions. Tiger basketball. So just when the Lions got back into things, as we'll see some subs in for the Lions here. 3 to be exact. Just when the Lions had things going, the Tigers catch fire. Sammy Bryant with 2 big threes. And everybody else getting in on the action. The Tigers now lead by 16 in a blink of an eye. Pass out to Bigham. He's driving it. Runs into 3 Lions. Doesn't matter. Floater good for Rogers. Now the full court press on. Long pass down low. Stolen by the Tigers and Alexander. He's bringing it up. It's a 2-on-2. Dishes it back and the Tigers lost it. Ball still loose on the court. And a jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Senath. And it looks like Sawyer will head to the bench and get a breather for the Lions. Sammy Bryant checks back into the game. And Amarian Truss as well. So the Lions bring it up. They trail by 18. Biggest lead of the night for the Tigers. Castillo with the ball. Gives it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez passes it now, goes down to the corner. Shot put up by Rhodes for 3, no good, but put back up and in. That was Gonzalez. His first 2 of the game. Tigers with just a minute left to play here in the third quarter, up big, 52-36. Tigers looking to stay red hot. Sammy with the ball, just killing some time now. Pass stolen by the Lions, excuse me. Going the other way is Rhodes. Looking to pass it now. He does to Gonzalez. Gonzalez passed over the middle. Here's a long 3, put up and good from Gonzalez. So the Lions clawing their way back in. Back in, I should say. 52-39, 15 seconds on the clock before we hit the final quarter. Alexander out to McVeigh, to the corner to Sammy. He's covered. He's going to drive baseline, put up a shot. We'll have a foul, a charge against Sammy. That's number 4. And his second charge of the game. 4 fouls against Sammy with 4 seconds remaining on the clock. It's Lions ball. Can they get off a shot? Inbounds pass. Covered by Truss. 2 seconds, 1 second. Not a chance. No shot. And we'll go to the fourth and final quarter with the Tigers leading by 13, 52-39. So don't change that dial or Facebook or YouTube, whatever you're watching on. Stay tuned. We got 8 minutes of basketball left on the Bootheel Sports Network.
Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40, with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100, plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Tremmel at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Bootheel Sports Network.
So we got just 8 minutes remaining here in this game. It's become a game. But just when the Lions get back into it, the Tigers find a way to pull back away, now leading by 13. This was a 12-point game at the half. The Lions went on a quick run, got this down to, at one point, a 4-point ball game, but the Tigers ran away again, and now on the inbounds, it is the Tigers. Looks like a press and a quick foul. That's going to go against Green. We saw him in the junior varsity game, Todd Green in there. He picks up a quick foul to start the fourth quarter. Alexander gets the ball on the next inbounds, guarded by Green again. He'll get rid of it if he finds Rogers. Down to the corner for 3. This time too strong from Sargent. but rebounded, put up by Rogers, and a foul. So Bigham will start off the fourth quarter from the stripe. Rogers has 14 in the game. Don't forget, he played the first half of the junior varsity game as well. A lot of athletes on these Tigers teams. First shot from Bigham. Bounces out. Good. No good. Rogers' second shot. Bounces in, and that gets our scoring underway in the fourth quarter. Full press by the Tigers. Bringing it up is Castillo. Castillo gets rid of it to Rhodes. Rhodes will pass it down low. Todd Green passes it back to Rhodes. Rhodes takes a three, no good. Green trying to save it, but he steps on the line out of bounds. Tiger basketball. 7:18 remaining in the game. Should the Tigers hold on, they'll be above the 500 mark for the first time this season, folks. They are red hot. And the Tigers, a little confused, throw it away. And you're right, Mark. 4 starters for the Lions on the bench to start the fourth quarter. You're absolutely correct about that. That's why I'm looking down at my stat sheet, calling names I have not called yet. Castillo brings it up. It's a good chance. Rhodes with the ball. He's at the stripe looking for somewhere to pass it. Dumps it off to Castillo. Beyond the arc, he's going to make a move. Stops, passes it out to Gonzalez. He puts up a three. He's too strong. Tigers have the rebound. Alexander. And he'll just pull it down and reset things. Under 7 to go. Pass out to Bigham. Rogers driving, putting up a prayer. Doesn't go. But put back up by Moten. That shot doesn't go. So the Lions have it. Only 1 point scored so far in the quarter. It's at the top for Gonzalez. Out to Rhodes. To the corner. Driving. Putting it up and fouled. And that was Castillo. That is the third foul against Sargent. So Castillo, one of the only starters on the court right now for the Lions. And his free throw is no good. Mark's got a little conspiracy theory going on over here. Maybe a doghouse situation for the starters as they are not on the court in the fourth quarter in a very important game for both. Second shot's good by Castillo. And that could very well be the case. Tigers definitely came to play. They lead by 13 here in the fourth. Here's McVeigh. Pass to Sargent. Nearly threw it away. McVeigh for three. Too strong. There's Moten. Tips away the rebound to Rogers. Rogers gives it to Alexander. Back up top to McVeigh. Down low. Here's Alexander. Oh, he thought about the three, but now he drives. Has his shot blocked. But there's going to be a foul, a blocking foul against the Lions. And I think that was on White. Excuse me. Just when I got my voice back today after the last night's game, here it goes again. Foul on Gonzalez, his second. So the inbound, Sargent has it. Gives it to McVeigh. A little floater. Beautiful touch shot by McVeigh. He adds to his totals and the Tigers lead. Bounce pass here is Green. His shot's up, no good. Contested shot and a rebound by Sargent. Alexander will bring it up. Guarded by Green. Alexander gets rid of it to Sargent. Colby back to Alexander. 5.5 to go. To the top, and the Tigers are just going to move it around until something opens up. Alexander gives it out to Colby. The Tigers just kicking it around until somebody, McVeigh, pulls it up for three. Got it! Quan sinks another. That's his third. He's got 5 points in the quarter. And the Tigers are really opening it up. They're back up by 18 now. Out to Gonzalez. Now to Green. To the corner. Green. Good pass, bounced down low, but Gonzalez couldn't get it to go. Here's a three, it's short, but getting his own rebound is Castillo. He drives, shot, he's fouled, and one. So Castillo keeps the Lions in it as he goes to the stripe for three, the hard way. Yes. Substitution now, as that is the third foul against Quan McVeigh, but the substitution will be Goff checking back in. One of the starters checks back in. And the shot by Castillo is good. He has to his impressive night. Here's the Tigers going the other way. Rogers just dishes it off down to Moten. He puts it up and in off the glass. And that's Gavin's first two of the game. Believe that or not. Lions going the other way. Here's Goff, just back into the game. He'll pass it out to Castillo. Castillo traveled. A walk by Castillo and a turnover. Castillo mentioned having a good game. He has 16 in the game. One of the only starters not benched earlier on. Tigers lead 60-43. Long pass down to Colby Sargent. He'll give it back up to Alexander. Now to McVeigh. He's got the hot hand. He drives, puts it up, and he's fouled. That charge actually against McVeigh. That'll be his fourth. So Quan in some foul trouble now, along with Sammy Bryant. But we do have just 4:01 remaining in the game, as the Tigers lead big, 60-43, after putting up 78 last night down in Steele, upsetting the Bulldogs, giving them just their second loss of the season. This remains the same, and I think it will. This will be the fourth loss for the Lions. And again, this will be the fourth win out of the last 5 games for the Tigers. They're heating up at the right time. Inbounds by the Lions. Undefeated in the conference. Good point by Mark. Here's Goff driving, putting it off the glass. His shot won't go, but a rebound by Sawyer. Fight for the balls. It's loose on the court. And the Tigers come up with it. Alexander, 2-on-2. Pass to Sargent. Fakes the shot, puts it up. No good. Alexander's there. His shot doesn't go, but he's fouled. 3:40 remaining. And I think I'll treat myself to a little sip of water as Alexander hits the stripe. Alexander gets the friendly bounce. Shot good. That's his first point, actually, since the second quarter. First point of the half for Alexander. Second shot. You bet. And Alexander now has a dozen in the game. Bringing it up quickly is Castillo for the Lions. He's going to go coast to coast, put it up and in. He's got 18 in the game now, 6 in the final quarter. McVeigh to inbounds for the Tigers. He'll get it back, pass it down to Moten. His pass towards Alexander, stolen. Long pass, Goff saves it, but it's right into the hands of McVeigh. McVeigh coming up the court. No look pass to Moten. Shot doesn't go, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back up. He's got 4 in the quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Goff. Goff and the Lions are looking to hurry. Goff going all the way. He's fouled. So Goff will go to the line for the Lions. 3:01 remaining in the game. Tigers with a healthy lead. With the final few minutes to go, Goff's shot is good. That's his first point since the second quarter. He's got 5 in the game. Goff second, drops. Nothing but net. So the Tigers will bring it up. Under 3 to go. Sargent's pass down low to Bigham. He puts it off the glass. That shot's up and good. On the inbounds, it was touched. Looked like McVeigh got a hand on it. Goes out of bounds. Still Lions ball. Rhodes to inbounds. Gives it off to Sawyer. He's guarded by Sargent. Here comes McVeigh. McVeigh's got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. Sawyer goes all the way, but has it stolen by Rogers. Gives it to Alexander. He's guarded by Goff. Long pass down to Sargent. Sargent's going to drive, then bring it back out to the top and slow it down. Probably per the words of Coach Lamont Bell right there on the bench, as you can see on your screen. Sargent just killing time with it. This is Missouri, no shot clock. Alexander kicks it back out to Sargent. As long as you're not just standing still with the ball, this is all legal. Out to Bryant for 3. No good, but a rebound underneath the rim. Shot goes up, but no good. Alexander gets the rebound, and the Tigers still have it. Under 2 to go. Alexander and a reach-in foul against Goff. So the Tigers doing everything they can just to kill the clock. The Lions doing anything they can to try to get the ball back, but eventually someone's going to get called for a foul. That time it was Goff. And that will send the Tigers to the line in the bonus. Alexander hit his last 2. 3 in a row. Some more substitutions now. Goff will hit the bench. Alexander hits them both. Just another game where Alexander quietly accumulating the points. He's got 14 now. Correction. Yeah, no, that's right. He has 14. On the inbounds, here come the Lions. It's Rhodes to bring it up. That's actually Burr just into the game. Pass to Noblin. Now a shot from the free throw line from Burr. Burr got his own rebound, put it up. Shot was no good, but he was fouled. Burr goes to the stripe. Burr had a pretty decent game in the junior varsity contest. And he's now in, along with several other substitutions for the Lions. Some long faces over there on the Senath bench. First shot from Burr is good. And that's his first point in the varsity contest. Second shot's good. He hits them both. So a minute 25 remaining. Tigers lead. Once again, the Tigers will go above the 500 mark for the first time this season and remain undefeated in the conference. Tigers ball is stolen there and a reach-in foul as Orozco just into the game. We saw him in the JV game with plenty of minutes. He is fouled and he'll go to the stripe. Stop that yawning, Mark. It's only 8 o'clock here in the Bootheel. These games have gone by fast. The trifecta here. Tiger ladies played earlier. They fell to the Lady Lions. As the shot no good from Orozco. And it'll be Tiger basketball. 65 seconds remaining in the ball game. Bringing up the court. And quickly pulling up a shot. No good. That's Benson into the game for the first time. Tigers steal it. Moten with the steal. Jordan Moten, he played a lot of JV time and led all scorers. McVeigh has it for the Tigers. As Moten's shot wouldn't go. That pass goes off the hands of Benson and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 43 seconds. So the Tigers have their substitutions in, or at least some of them. Jordan Moten, Mari Benson, Colby Sargent, and McVeigh still on the court, along with Bigham. Loose ball and a timeout taken by Senath. That'll take us to what will be our, most likely our final ad, our sponsor timeout of the evening. And we thank all of our fine sponsors. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Tigers about to seal the deal against the Senath Lions. back on the Bootheel Sports Network in 30 seconds.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
You got that right, folks. It's never too late. So if listening to this game is giving yourself an appetite, slide into Home Plate. We got 36 seconds remaining before it goes final. The Tigers will move to 8-7 on the season. The Lions will drop to 9-4. On the inbounds pass, driving it. The shot was blocked. Blocked maybe by the backboard as it went off the bottom of the rim, out of bounds, touched by the Tigers. Lions ball. 30 seconds to go. There's the inbounds pass. It goes to Burr. Burr to the corner. Shot for three. Orozco, no good. Lions get the rebound. And ball was swatted out of bounds by the Tigers. Still Lions basketball. Noblin to inbounds. He does to Burr. Burr kicks it out to Orozco. Back to the corner to Noblin. He's guarded by Rogers. Lost the ball, got it back. Looking for some kind of a shot. Burr picks it up. It was a loose ball. Now to the corner for three for Burr. In and out. 2 seconds on the clock, and that will do it. It's a final here in Caruthersville. The Tigers knock off the Senath-Hornersville Lions 68-49. The Tigers remain red hot as they are now over the 500 mark for the first time this season at 8-7. Again, the Lions drop to 9-4. That'll do some shaking up in the rankings, especially from the Bootheel Sports Network. We remind you to tune in to Shooting Hoops in the Boot. That'll be live Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's going to be interesting to see where all these teams will fit into our top 10. So the trilogy, the Senath Lions ladies take the first game, but the junior varsity Tigers win big, as well as the varsity Tigers. Final score here from Joe Parkinson Gymnasium, 68-49, Tigers win. Thank you so much to Mark and Tina Manley for the help on the camera and the scoreboard. That's how the Bootheel Sports Network rolls, folks. Stay tuned to our Facebook page for our upcoming games. Thank you, each and every one of you who tuned in. Thank you to all of our fine sponsors. I'm Jeremy Abrams for the Bootheel Sports Network saying thank you. We'll see you next time.